I'm done. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
You're streaming, by the way.
Oh my fuck. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Pepper coming at you with his first YouTube video on this channel. As most of you guys know, I have a second channel, my main channel called I'm Spicy, where I do daily Fortnite streams. Check it out in the description if you are not already subscribed. But besides that point, man, today I'm going to be talking about a time where I've had my worst BMX accident. That's right, you know, like on a bike doing tricks, and then I hurt myself. Before I begin with this story, I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to me from my main channel and wants to hear about these stories and things like that. If you guys want me to tell you guys about any experiences that you guys think I might have had, just leave it down in the description below and I will read them all. And if I see a story topic that I've experienced and I can make it fun talking about it, then I will make a video about it. Maybe. With that being said, sit back, grab some popcorn, light some candles, get really comfy because this is going to be a banger story. The first video out there, we got to go strong. So once upon a time, I was riding a BMX bike. It was back when I was little, man, 7th grade. I was actually pretty good, man. I could do all the things. I could bunny hop, I could pro hop. I was never able to manual. I could wheelie for like 5 seconds, but I could never hold it in a manual. I do not know why. But yeah, it was just my friends and I. We were all hanging out. There was actually a school right down the street, like right down the block, that we used to go around in the parking lot and ride our bikes with. And I was a little reckless, man. I used to like throw up some skateboards and jump over the skateboards. I actually snapped one of my skateboards by landing on it. You know what a pro hop is, right, guys? You lift up the front tire and you use your legs to jump, and you try and clear an object, right? But like, I didn't clear the skateboard. I actually snapped it in half, and I was a little upset about it because it was a nice skateboard. But I stacked those up and I started jumping over the broken pieces, so it was all good. It was all good. So we used to go outside after school every single day. We were riding around the school. I didn't go to the school, and neither did my friend. Like, we went to a different school, but the school that was right on his block was still really fun, and we used to ride on the parking lot all the time. We used to race in circles. We were actually talking about like maybe joining like a pro league of like actual like bike racing, but like we didn't have mountain bikes. We only had BMX bikes, so like we just stuck to tricks. So it was like a loop, right? So cars will come in from the street and go in a big circle and then leave on the other side where there's an exit. And there's like a line of concrete in the middle to where like the cars drive around to make a parking lot. So we used to try and jump over the concrete, and I was never able to do it. Neither were my friends, because I lied at the beginning of this story. I wasn't that good of a BMX rider. I was trying to get it, and one time I actually got it, and I was so happy. Like, it took so long, and it was actually a little like goal that I set for myself, and I actually cleared it, and I was so proud of myself. So one day it was raining outside. It actually just got done raining. It wasn't raining anymore, but everything was wet. We decided to go out to the school and do some riding around, and I was going to prove to one of my other friends that was there at the time that I could clear it, because he didn't believe that I could do it, because it was like a big thing for us, like, and I actually did it. But I was stupid enough to go out there and try to do it while it was wet, man. I was so prepared and I was so ready, because I've only done it once. I only did it that one time and I was done. So I was getting ready to do this jump, right? It was a little wet outside, everything was, kind of sketchy, and I was ready for it though. I was ready. I was like, all right, we're gonna hit this. I was doing some jumping jacks on the side. I was stretching and all that, man. I was getting ready for it. I was so ready. And my friend was like, "Come on, you got to do it already." And I was like, "Wait, hold up." And I was stretching my quads. I was doing some bunny hops on the side. I was getting ready, bro. I was getting ready for it. And the time came, and my tires were a little wet, and the handlebars were a little wet, and it was kind of nerve, but I didn't really think about it at the time, because I was a little kid and I was kind of stupid. So I was riding, I was riding around the circle. I was riding around the circle, and then when the time came, I was going to cut the circle in half and jump over the ledge, and that's how I was going to do it. So I was just riding around, and waiting for the perfect time to come to where I can just cut short and jump over. And the time was finally there. I went around and I was getting ready for it, and I ran, and right as I lifted up my handlebars to do the jump, I slipped, my hands slipped because the handlebars were super slippery and they slipped off and I jumped in the air and the bike, the back tire hit the thing I was supposed to jump over and the bike flew in the air with me and I was kind of falling a little forward while I was in the air. Like imagine the slow motion guys, right? Like you lift up your front tire a little bit, your hands slip, the back tire hits the thing and flies up in the air with you and you're launching forward in slow motion and you're horizontal with the ground and you're about to land and the bike literally landed on its side with one of the handlebars on the ground and the other one sticking in the air and I landed, the side of my stomach literally landed on the handlebar that was sticking up and my grips were broken at the time. Like I had really crappy grips and the sides of the grips were like ripped off, so it was literally just a metal handlebar and it pierced right into my skin and I was so scared that I was gonna have to get stitches. I was sitting there and it started to rain and I was like, and like all my friends were freaking out because they just saw me fly in the air and land on my bike and I got up and like it was bleeding everywhere and I was just sitting there and I was freaking out and like I was really little at the time, so when I saw blood, you know, it was a big deal. So like my friend's parents started running from the house and they were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I was just sitting there and like I was a little dramatic at the time, so I like laid down on my back and I looked up at the rain and I was like kind of sitting there like thinking about my life, you know. I was just sitting there and I was like, "Dude, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna die. What do I do?" You know, and it wasn't even that big of a cut either. It was kind of more of like a really, really bad bruise with a little bit of blood. And like I was pretending like I was gonna have to get sent to the emergency room and I maybe wasn't gonna make it out alive. You know how kids react to that kind of stuff when they see blood and things like that. But then at the end of the day, man, we went back to the house and we watched some Minecraft Let's Plays and all that jazz. So it was a pretty good day, man. And I didn't go out riding on my BMX for like a week straight after that, man. Like I was so traumatized after that incident, and I was not stepping foot on my BMX bike since then. At the end of the day, a life lesson that you all have learned from my story time is don't go out riding your BMX bike trying to impress your friends while it's raining outside. Don't do it, because if I would have slipped and it landed any lower, you know, I would not be here today. All right, so I got lucky. I got lucky. Maybe next time I won't get lucky. Maybe you won't get lucky, so just don't do it, man. Ride when it's dry, okay? So I hope you guys liked this story time. This is the first time I've ever actually told a story on video before, and this is going to be the first time I've ever edited it. So if you guys have any suggestions in the description, let me know. If you guys have any thoughts on what I should make a story time of, let me know. Drop it down in the description, and maybe I'll do one on that if I have a cool experience or scary or funny experience on that. Actually, you guys should also comment that down below. So this was like a, you know, accident kind of story. Let me know if I should make some funny ones in the description, some fights, maybe some like, you know, scary moments when I thought I was gonna die. This was like a moment where I thought I was gonna die. That's just because I was really little, but like I've actually had like close death experiences. So let me know in the description what you guys think. Make sure you guys like the video if you enjoyed it. You know, liking that video helps me out a lot with growing this channel, especially since it's fresh and most of you guys got to this video literally just by clicking a link from one of my other live streams in my main channel. So if you guys are here, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications to get this channel out there, so when you look up my name it actually pops up, man, because this is a fresh channel. We need all the support we can get. So thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.